She said I'm going to my high school ex's birthday party. You weren't invited, so don't wait up. I said enjoy yourself. Then I didn't wait up or text or call for 48 hours straight. I'm 32. My girlfriend Vanessa is 30. We've been together 4 years, living together for 2. Wednesday night last week, I was making dinner when she said it. Casually, like she was mentioning she needed milk. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Troy's birthday party on Saturday. It's just high school people, so you weren't invited. Don't wait up. I stopped chopping onions. Troy, your ex-boyfriend Troy? Yeah, it's his 30th. Big milestone. The whole crew from senior year will be there. She barely glanced up from her phone. It's not a big deal. And I'm not invited. It's a specific vibe, you know, high school nostalgia thing. You wouldn't know anyone anyway. The casual dismissiveness hit different. 4 years together, 2 years living together, and she was telling me, not asking, that she was going to her ex's party. Don't wait up, she added. It'll probably go late. Every instinct screamed to argue, but something clicked. This weird calm washed over me. Enjoy yourself, I said. She looked surprised, maybe disappointed, like she wanted the fight. That's it. You're cool with it? You're going either way, right? Well, yeah, but I thought you'd make it a thing. Nah, I went back to the onions, have fun. Saturday came. She spent 3 hours getting ready. Full makeup. The dress from her cousin's wedding last year. The expensive perfume I bought her for Christmas. For a casual high school reunion. You look nice, I said. Thanks. She kissed my cheek. I'll probably crash at Bethany's if it gets too late. You know how these things go. Sure, you're really okay? Totally, have a great time. She left at 7:30. The second the door closed, I grabbed my phone and turned it completely off. Then I packed a bag. My brother Derek lives 2 hours away. We'd been planning a brewery weekend. I texted him Tuesday asking if this weekend worked. He said yeah, so that's what I did. I left a note on the counter, went to Derek's, back Sunday night. Grabbed my stuff, got in my car, and drove. No text, no call, just gone. I turned my phone back on once I got to Derek's around 10. Notifications exploded. 8 texts from Vanessa, all within the first hour. 8:47. Hey, you didn't respond to my last text. Did you get it? 9:21. Okay, this is weird. Why aren't you answering? 10:12. Are you seriously ignoring me right now? 10:55. Wow, so mature. Whatever. Enjoy your little tantrum. I showed Derek. He shook his head. Bro, she told you not to wait up. Exactly, so I'm not waiting up. I turned the phone off again. Sunday morning, I turned it on to 20 more texts and 5 voicemails. The tone had shifted dramatically. 1:47 a.m. Okay, seriously, are you okay? This isn't funny anymore. 3:21 a.m. I'm getting worried. Can you please just respond? 7:36 a.m. I came home and you're not here. Your car is gone. What the hell? The voicemails were better. First one from 11:58 Saturday night, annoyed. Hey, so I know you're mad or whatever, but this silent treatment is childish. Call me back. Second one, 2:13 a.m. Okay, I'm leaving the party now. This is ridiculous. Where are you? Third one, 7:15 Sunday morning, panicked. I came home and you're not here. What's happening? Call me immediately. Fourth one, 9:30, crying. I'm freaking out. Please just tell me you're alive. I'll apologize if that's what you want. Fifth one, 11:05, angry again. Fine, I called Derek. He said you're fine, so now I'm pissed. Get home, we need to talk. Derek had indeed gotten a call. He told her I was fine, hanging out with him, and that's all she needed to know. I spent Sunday helping Derek paint his spare room. Watched football, normal brother stuff. Around 6, I headed home, pulled in at 8:30. Vanessa's car was there, lights on, she was on the couch. The second I walked in, she exploded. Where the hell have you been? Derek's place, left you a note. A note? You disappeared for 2 days with a note. You said don't wait up, so I didn't. That's not what that means, and you know it. I set my bag down. What did it mean then? She stopped, realizing the trap. It means don't stay awake worrying, not vanish completely. Seemed clear to me. You were going out, didn't want me to wait, so I made my own plans. You ignored all my texts, my calls. You were at Troy's party having a great time with people I don't know, didn't want to interrupt. Her face went red. This is about Troy, it's about respect. You told me not to wait up. I respected that by running away. By making my own plans, just like you did. She tried softer tactics. Baby, I didn't mean for you to feel excluded. It was just one party in your wedding dress and Christmas perfume. I wanted to look nice for your ex-boyfriend. It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? Because from where I'm standing, my girlfriend spent 3 hours getting dressed up for another man's party, told me I wasn't welcome, and expected me to sit home alone waiting. You're twisting this. Am I? Because that's exactly what happened. She switched to tears. Why are you being so mean? I'm not jealous. I'm just done being disrespected. The argument went on. She cycled through crying, yelling, guilt-tripping. Around midnight, I grabbed a blanket. I'm sleeping on the couch. You're seriously not sleeping in our bed. Not tonight. I need space to think. Think about what? About whether I want to be with someone who thinks this behavior is acceptable. Her face went white. You can't break up with me over a party. I'm not breaking up. I'm thinking. And right now, I don't like my conclusions, but here's what I didn't tell her. What I couldn't say because I was still processing. This wasn't about one party. This was about what it revealed. People don't spend 3 hours getting ready for someone they're over. They don't wear their best dress for casual nostalgia. They don't specifically uninvite their partner unless they're trying to create space for something else to happen. Update 1. The truth comes out it's been 2 weeks since the party. Thanks to everyone who commented. Some said I was petty but justified. Others said communicate instead of playing games. A few said Vanessa was clearly cheating. I'm still processing, but here's what happened. That first week was tense. Vanessa tried everything. Tears, anger, guilt trips. Either you forgive me and we move forward or we end it, she said Tuesday. This limbo is killing me. I'm trying to figure out if I can trust you again. It's been 2 weeks. How much longer, however long it takes. She got frustrated. I made a mistake. I've apologized, but you won't let it go because you don't actually understand what you did wrong. You just know I'm upset. Then explain it to me one more time. The sarcasm pissed me off. It's not about intelligence, it's about empathy. Can you imagine how it felt when you announced you were going to your ex's party dressed like you were going on a date? When you specifically uninvited me? Long silence. Then I think you're being oversensitive. And there it was. After 2 weeks after all the apologies, she still thought I was the problem. Saturday afternoon, exactly 1 week after the party, her phone buzzed on the coffee table. I wasn't snooping, but I glanced over. A text from someone named TJ. The preview said, "Miss you already, last night was great." I picked up the phone. The screen was locked, but I could see 3 messages from this TJ person. When Vanessa came back, I was sitting there. Your phone got some texts from someone named TJ. Her face went pale. Who's TJ? Nobody, just a friend from high school. The one who texted you that last night was great. She grabbed her phone, read the messages. It's not what you think. TJ is gay. He's been my friend since sophomore year. We hung out at the party. Then why did you look terrified when I mentioned his name? Because I knew you'd twist it. If he's just a friend and he's gay, why would I have a problem? She went on offense. You're turning into someone I don't recognize, suspicious and paranoid. You went to your ex's party, excluded me, stayed out all night, and now you're getting texts you're afraid to tell me about. Those are facts. TJ is irrelevant. He's gay. We're friends, fine, let me see the messages. She clutched her phone. No, that's private. If it's innocent, why can't I see? Because you don't get to control my phone. I went to our shared laptop later. Vanessa leaves herself logged into Facebook. I opened her messages. Found the chat with TJ. What I found made my blood run cold. TJ isn't gay, not even remotely. His profile showed him with his girlfriend in multiple photos. Recent photos. I scrolled through their messages. Nothing overtly sexual, but definitely flirty. Lots of inside jokes. From Sunday morning after the party, TJ had written, "Last night was just like old times. You haven't changed a bit." Vanessa responded, "Me too, I needed that." Sometimes I forget who I was before. Before what? Before me. I kept scrolling, found messages from weeks earlier. TJ asking if she was coming to Troy's party. Vanessa saying she wasn't sure, that I might not be cool with it. TJ writing, "Come on V, you can't let him control your life. This is Troy's 30th. The whole crew will be devastated if you're not there." Vanessa responding, "You're right. I'll figure it out." She'd been planning this for weeks, discussing with TJ how to handle me, and she'd lied about TJ being gay. I took screenshots, sent them to my phone. When Vanessa came back that night, she tried to apologize for earlier. I cut her off. "I know TJ isn't gay. I saw his Facebook. He has a girlfriend." Her face went white. "And I saw your messages with him from weeks ago, where he was encouraging you to come to the party regardless of how I felt. You went through my Facebook. You lied to me about who he was." She started crying. "You're supposed to trust me. You haven't given me a reason to. I need you to be honest. About that night, about Troy, about TJ, all of it. Nothing happened. We just hung out, drank, danced. Yes, I danced with Troy. Yes, I talked to TJ, but I didn't cheat. Did you want to? That's not fair. Answer the question." Long pause. Maybe for like a second I remembered what it felt like to be young and free, but I didn't act on it. "So you created a situation where that temptation existed. You got dressed up, excluded me, drank and danced with your ex, left that door open. I didn't mean to, but you did. And now I have to decide if I can be with someone who would do that." The rest of the week was more of the same. Her friends got involved. Bethany called, said I was being ridiculous, that Vanessa made one mistake and I was blowing it out of proportion. Christy texted similar things. I told them they didn't know the full story. They said I was looking for reasons to be mad. The truth is, I don't think this is fixable, not because of the party but because of what it revealed. She thinks she can do whatever she wants and I should accept it. She thinks my feelings are negotiable. And maybe I'm being harsh, but if I let this go, it's only a matter of time before something worse happens. Update 2, the breaking point. It's been 5 weeks since the party, 3 weeks since my last update. Things came to a head this weekend in ways I wasn't expecting. Vanessa said Tuesday she couldn't live like this anymore. Either forgive me and move forward or end it. But this limbo is killing me. I'm not trying to punish you. I'm trying to figure out if I can trust you. It's been 5 weeks. How much longer? However long it takes. That's not fair to me. Making it right would require you to understand what you did wrong, not just say sorry. I do understand. I went to a party I shouldn't have. I wasn't transparent. I made you feel excluded. That's surface level. You don't get why it was wrong. Then explain one more time, because clearly I'm too stupid. The sarcasm set me off. It's not about intelligence, it's about empathy. Can you put yourself in my position and feel what I felt? Long silence. Then I think you're being oversensitive. And there it was. I think we're done, I said. Her face went pale. What? I can't be with someone who thinks my feelings are an overreaction. I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it? She started crying. I just meant maybe you're letting this consume you more than it needs to. By pretending it didn't bother me. By accepting this as who you are. No, by forgiving me like people do. Forgiveness requires remorse. Real remorse. Not just sorry this has been inconvenient. I am sorry. Are you? Or are you just sorry I won't drop it? She had no answer. I started looking at apartments Wednesday. Thursday night she made a last effort. Came home with flowers, made my favorite dinner, asked for a date night at home. I tried. We watched a movie. She tried to snuggle. I felt nothing, just hollow. After she tried to initiate sex, I couldn't. She got hurt, asked what was wrong. I said I needed more time. She cried, said she felt like I'd already given up. I didn't deny it. Friday, Bethany and Christy showed up unannounced. Vanessa had set this up, an intervention. We need to talk about how you're treating Vanessa, Bethany said. I let them in. Christy started. You're dragging this out to punish her. Either forgive her or break up. This middle ground is cruel. I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm processing a betrayal. Betrayal, Bethany scoffed. She went to a party. How do you know she didn't sleep with someone? They looked at Vanessa. She assured us nothing physical happened, Christy said. She also assured me TJ was gay. That was a lie. Vanessa jumped in. I explained that. I panicked. You lied multiple times. Why should I believe nothing happened? Because I'm telling you. Vanessa's voice rose. How many times do I have to say it? Until I believe you, which might be never. Bethany stood. This is bullshit. You're holding one mistake over her head forever. That's emotional abuse. Emotional abuse. I stood too. She lied repeatedly. Prioritized her ex over me. Gaslit me when I called her on it. And I'm abusive for being hurt. You're refusing to forgive her. That's manipulation. I'm refusing to be a doormat. There's a difference. Christy tried to calm things. Vanessa is destroyed. She loves you. Maybe you need to try too. Every time I think we're making progress, there's another lie. How am I supposed to trust someone like that? Are you saying you want to break up? Vanessa's voice cracked. I'm saying I don't know if I can be with someone who fundamentally doesn't see the problem. I see it. I get it. Do you understand why? Or are you just saying what I want to hear? Silence. Then Vanessa exploded. I'm sick of this. Yes, I went to a party, but I didn't cheat. And you're acting like I destroyed us. You showed me where I rank below your ex. Below looking good for high school people. Below basic respect. That's not fair. Then answer honestly. Why 3 hours getting ready? Why uninvite me? Why stay out all night? Why lie about TJ? She couldn't. Bethany tried to speak, but I cut her off. I think you all should leave. This is between me and Vanessa. We're trying to help, Christy said, by ganging up on me, by telling me I'm abusive for having feelings. That's not help. They left. Vanessa stayed on the couch. After the door closed, she looked up. Is that what you think? That you're an idiot if you stay with me? I think I'm an idiot if I stay with someone who doesn't respect me. She stood. Her face changed. Tears gone. Cold anger. Fine, let's end it. But if we're breaking up, I'm taking half of everything. I've lived here 2 years. I have rights. Half the furniture, half the security deposit. I blinked. What? We've been together 4 years, lived together too. I'm entitled to half. The apartment's in my name. I paid the entire security deposit. I bought most of the furniture before you moved in. I contributed. I have receipts. Do you? I have receipts showing I bought the couch, TV, bed, kitchen table. What exactly are you entitled to? Her face went red. I pay rent. You pay me $400 a month, rent is $1,800. I cover utilities, internet, everything. That's not fair. I make less than you, which I've never had a problem with. But now you want to act entitled to half when you barely paid a third of the bills. Christy interjected. She gave up 2 years for you. 2 years she spent in a nice apartment paying a third of market rent while I covered everything else. That counts for something too. Vanessa's eyes narrowed. You're really going to be like this? Like what? Factual, petty, I'm protecting myself. You've made clear where we stand, I'm responding accordingly. She grabbed her phone, I'm calling my mom, she'll tell you, tell me what? That I should give you money and furniture because you went to your ex's party. Bethany grabbed Vanessa's arm, come on, let's go, he's not worth this. They started to leave. Vanessa turned back. I'll be back tomorrow for my stuff, with witnesses. Fine, take what's actually yours, I'll have a list ready. After they left, I made a list. Went through every room. Vanessa owned very little: clothes, books, a desk I'd given her for Christmas, some kitchen items, maybe $800 of stuff, everything else I'd bought before she moved in or during our relationship. Tuesday she came back with her mom, Diane, and Bethany. I had the list printed. Diane started immediately. This is ridiculous. She's lived here 2 years, and I'm giving her everything that's hers. I handed over the list. Diane scanned it. A desk, some books, that's it. That's what she owns. The couch, TV, bed. I bought all that before she moved in. You're being spiteful. I'm being accurate. She's welcome to what she purchased. But she doesn't get my belongings. Vanessa was crying. I can't believe you're doing this. Doing what? You threatened to take half of everything yesterday because I deserve something. You got 2 years of subsidized living. That's worth about $28,000 in rent difference. I'd say that's something. Diane's mouth fell open. She hadn't done that math, so you kept track. Vanessa spat. A running tab of what I owe. No. But I'm not pretending you contributed equally when you didn't. Bethany grabbed a box. Whatever, let's get your stuff. It took 90 minutes. I helped carry boxes, stayed polite. Near the end, Diane pulled me aside. You're going to regret this. She really loved you. Then she had a funny way of showing it. Everyone makes mistakes. And everyone deals with consequences. She made a choice. So did I. They left. The apartment felt bigger, but not in a bad way, more like someone removed a weight. Wednesday, Vanessa texted from a new number. I'm staying with my mom. We need to figure out the security deposit. I replied, you weren't on the lease, no claim to the deposit. I lived there 2 years as my guest, not a tenant. This is theft. It's property law. Check with a lawyer. She did. Friday, I got an email from a budget lawyer. Demanded $2,100, half the deposit plus emotional damages. I had my cousin, who's a paralegal, write back. Very formal. Miss last name was not on the lease. She paid minimal rent as a guest. No legal claim to deposit. Cease contact or will pursue harassment. Never heard from the lawyer again. Update 3, 6 months later. It's been 6 months since the party. 3 months since Vanessa moved out. People asked how things turned out, so here's the final update. The immediate aftermath was rough. 4 years is a long time. The apartment felt too quiet. I kept expecting to hear her come through the door, but after 2 weeks it started feeling less like loss and more like relief. The apartment was mine. I didn't have to negotiate about anything. Derek came down the second weekend. Brought pizza and beer. Didn't ask about her. We just hung out. Reminded me how much I'd let friendships slide. According to mutual friends, Vanessa is telling everyone I kicked her out over nothing. That I stole thousands from her. The story has gotten elaborate. Apparently I'm an abusive controller who manipulated her for years. She was just trying to maintain friendships and I exploded with jealous rage. Creative narrative. Completely false, but creative. 2 people reached out privately with information that made everything make sense. Sarah, Vanessa's old roommate, sent a long message saying this is exactly what happened in Vanessa's last relationship. She'd crossed boundaries, he'd called her on it, she made him the villain. Sarah said she felt sick seeing the same pattern with me. Marcus, who works with Vanessa, found me through mutual friends, said he'd been seeing concerning behavior at work. Vanessa talking to male coworkers inappropriately. Acting single. He wanted to give me a heads up. Both messages were validating but sad. Pattern behavior I'd missed. I haven't dated seriously. Went on a few first dates that didn't lead anywhere. Not rushing, focusing on work. Got a promotion 2 months ago. My head is clearer. I can focus in ways I couldn't when dealing with constant relationship drama. The apartment feels like mine now. Rearranged furniture. Got a new bookshelf. Put up art Vanessa thought was ugly. Turned the desk into a bar cart. Small things that make the space intentional rather than compromised. Reconnected with old friends. Started weekly game nights, just board games and beer. It's been good for my mental health. Bethany tried to add me on social media last week. Blocked immediately. Diane sent me a long email about forgiveness and Christian values. Read the first paragraph and deleted it. Not interested in being lectured by someone who raised a daughter that thinks respect is optional. Vanessa texted from another new number a month ago. I hope you're happy. You ruined my life. I didn't respond. But honestly, I am happy. Happier than I was in the relationship. Self-respect feels better than partnership with someone who doesn't value you. The thing that surprised me is how many people reached out with similar stories. Friends of friends who heard what happened and shared their own experiences. Partners who crossed boundaries then played victim. It's apparently way more common than I thought. People staying in relationships past the point where respect died because they'd invested so much time. I learned something important. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Vanessa showed me she'd prioritize an ex over her current boyfriend's feelings. Then she showed me she'd lie to cover tracks. Then she showed me she'd manipulate the narrative to avoid responsibility. I believed all of it. I acted accordingly. I'm better off. Some people still think I overreacted, that I threw away 4 years over one party. Maybe they're right. Maybe in 10 years I'll think I was too harsh, but I don't think so. I think I ended a relationship heading somewhere I didn't want to go. Where disrespect was normalized, where questioning things made me the bad guy, where my needs were always secondary to her wants. She wanted to go to her ex's party dressed like she was single. Cool. I wanted a partner who'd consider my feelings first. Turns out we wanted incompatible things. The party invitation happened in March. It's September now, spring to fall. A whole season of growth. That feels symbolic. I'm 32, single. Living alone in an apartment that finally feels like mine. Working a job I'm good at with a recent promotion. Reconnecting with old friends. Starting to think about dating but not forcing it. 6 months ago, I thought my life was falling apart. Turns out it was just making room for something better. Something where I don't compromise self-respect to maintain peace. To anyone reading this in a similar situation, who's being told they're overreacting to boundary violations, who's being gaslit into thinking their feelings are the problem, trust yourself. If something feels wrong, it probably is. You don't owe anyone silence about being disrespected. You don't have to protect someone's reputation when they didn't protect your heart. The lease comes up for renewal in 2 months. I'm staying. This is my place now, my space, my life, and it's pretty good. Vanessa's out there somewhere probably telling people I'm the villain. That's fine. Everyone needs a narrative. I know what happened. The people who matter know that's enough. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. You just have to let it go instead of chasing after it. That's what I learned. When someone shows you they don't value you, believe them and adjust accordingly. Don't wait for them to change. Don't hope they'll understand. Just accept the information and make your choice. I chose myself. For the first time in 4 years, I put my well-being ahead of keeping someone else comfortable with their disrespect. And it feels damn good.